All right, so what's up? I'm back for another story time. I could have made it like part 2, but like I said, I'm raw, I'm uncut, you know what I'm saying? I'm different. So I'm gonna just do everything different. Like, it's not that I don't even know how to edit stuff, because I know how to edit stuff. It's just sometimes I just be like wanting to do this the easy way. And it doesn't like the easy way, but it's just like, you know what? I don't need no intro. I am the intro, okay? That's for my eyelashes. I wear magnetic eyelashes. Matter of fact, I can do the story time and put my eyelashes on first. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm just wiping my face with a baby wipe. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and lay that glue down or whatever, and then I'm gonna put the eyelashes on while the glue is drying. No hitting now. No hitting. I don't want nobody hitting nobody. Nobody hitting nobody. Okay. All right, so today's story time is gonna be about, I want to tell y'all about the time I was raped. Truth be told. My kids in the background turning up. Listen to him. All right, so tell me what happened. Nia, did you hit him? Can y'all just stop hitting each other? I mean, what's the point? Stop hitting each other. Now go play and do the right thing. And leave my door open. I'm gonna tell you about the time I was raped. Or whatever. So I didn't even really want to go to college. I didn't even think I was gonna live long enough to see college. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. I went to college. It was my first go play. It was my first matter of fact, it was my second day of college. Like, it was my second day. Like, we literally had just got there. And I went to, my lips is dry, don't worry. I'm gonna put something on them. And I went to the party. I went to this club. And I went to a Q party. And, you know, I got all dressed up, you know. And I went to that party. And it was just a club, and it was just the Q's was hosting a party there. And this little short, stubby guy walked up to me, and he was just like, "What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?" And I was like, "I'm not telling you." You know what I'm saying? Like, oops. I'm not telling you. Kind of almost like, yo, why you being so extra, so thirsty kind of acting or whatever. To me, when I see like a guy fanning out or whatever, I be thinking like, you too thirsty for me. You probably got something. You know, you probably, there's something probably wrong with you. And they're gonna sit here and they're gonna wrestle each other and fight each other. And I'm gonna tell this story, okay? So, bye. Treat each other nice. Okay, so No, you just need to keep your hands off of him. Don't make him nothing to eat. Y'all just ate. You just gotta keep your hands off of him. Keep your hands off. See how they be? See? My kids, they just... Anywho. So, this is drying a lot faster than I remember. Okay, so... He was like, what's your name? What's your name? And I was like, ugh, like, no. He looked like he was like, at the time, I'm a freshman in college. So this is like the second day of school. And this guy looks like he's like 30, you know, except he's just short. Anywho, so he's like, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? And I was like, he had asked me so much. I had went to about 3 different spots in the club trying to just get away from him. And finally, I just told him, I said, you know, my name is April, okay? So, bye. You feel me? Whew. I feel like that's the worst thing I could have ever done. Because when I say he literally, like, my second day of school, he literally, like, went around to, he was a local in that city that my school was in. And he knew a lot of people on campus, you know, come to find out. He went around to, I guess people that were popular or whatever, and was like, yeah, that's my girl, blah, blah, blah. So, like, I'm, like, going to class, like, oh, shit, I'm in college, I didn't die, I made it to college, you know, I'm out here. And random people are just like, are you smooth girl? Are you smooth girl? And I'm like, no. You feel me? Like, where are y'all getting this from? You know? And I'm like, no, where are y'all getting this from? No. And so, like, I'm like, nah, like, so it kept happening. Okay, that Friday was a party, and they was like, oh, he hosts somebody else more than me. And I said, so who is this guy? What's going on? And they're like, oh, he hosts these parties or whatever. Like, just go through. They gave me the address or whatever. So I was thinking, like, well, shit, you know, I'm gonna just go ahead through, tell him to keep my name out his mouth. You feel me? And have a good time. And I called myself, me and my cousin. I didn't even know she was my cousin. We fell in love with each other. We were like so tight. And then my uncle called me. He was like, hey, have you met so-and-so? And I was like, I love her. Like, we just connected like magnets on the first day. He was like, girl, that's your cousin. I was like, ain't that a small world? You just fall in love with the person that you just cousins with. Don't even know y'all related. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so me and her go or whatever. And me and her go. And we go to this party and he's there. So I call myself, I used to think I was just so big. I think I'm still big and bad, but I have wisdom. So, and by the way, once again, this is from the Lovely Collection, TheLovelee collection.com, Lovelee collection.com, the Lovely Collection. This is the Golden Goddess bracelet and necklace set. Okay, it's nice. Buy it from me, you all. Support my little black business, my big black business. Okay. Anywho, so making long short, and the wig I'm about to apply today is also from the lovelycollection.com. Okay, her name is Bria Dime. She is a 16-inch wig. Okay, back to the story. I'll show you her in a little bit. Okay, so I'm sitting here at this party. I can't really focus on having a good time just yet, just because I really need to find this guy. Like, I need to find him and tell him to keep my name out his mouth. I just started school. I'm sick of it. Like, please, can you just please let me live my life? You know, and plus there was also this really cute guy or whatever. And I was like, ugh. And he was into me, honey. He was real into me, honey. He was following me around and stuff. He was real into me. And actually, he was fine. Fine as wine, like 6'2". He was fine. So I was like, I don't need my name being nobody's mouth because he fine. But anyways, so I see him at this party and everywhere is just packed. He packed the hell out of this party. This party is packed. The tattoo guy there, this backed out. So I'm like, okay, so he really must be a promoter because, you know, people come out of nowhere to, well, it was just people in the parking lot. It was just people everywhere. It was like a college apartment, but it was like packed out. Okay. So, I'm like, yo, can I talk to you for a second? He's like, hey, what's up? I said, I need to talk to you. So tell me why. He was like, well, just come in here right quick. And I was like, all right, because I looked at the balcony. The balcony was full. The parking lot was full. Like outside where the stairwell is was full. So I was like, shoot. So I was like, okay. So I went in there. I went to her. I was like, yo, we got in there. I was like, yo, keep my name out your mouth. Like I was all hard and stuff about it. Like this was a while ago, so now I can tell it without, you know, feeling some type of way. But I was like, keep my name out your mouth. Little did I know, it was about to go down. Okay. So make a long story short, like I'm kind of not even really paying attention. You know, didn't even know the door ended up being locked. I just know it was closed because it was so loud in there. The party was inside the apartment, so it was loud. So I'm thinking, oh, you know, like, okay, you know, it's loud, you know, whatever, close the door. I didn't know it was locked. Make a long story short, so let me stop saying that because these stories is not really that short. But, so so I'm in the room or whatever, and I'm like, yo, I'm all G'd up, like, yo, keep my name out your mouth. And he started busting out laughing. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm serious. And before I knew it, like, I was on the bed, I was pinned down, my skirt was ripped. Even if I wanted to leave out the room, I would have to leave out the room, like, with my underwear showing. Like, it was just horrible. And it went down, and he raped me, and it was messed up. You know, I grew up and like my parents, they were like real like heavy Christians, but they never talked to me about sex. They never talked to me about like the do's and don'ts, you know? And it was crazy because when I told my husband about this, he was like, why you going to that room? And I'm thinking like, ain't nobody ever told me that if I go into a room to confront somebody, I might end up being violated. Nobody ever told me that. You know, don't forget, I'm 18. This is like my 5th day of school, of being on my own in college. I'm still a teenager. So the experience for me, it was like, because I didn't understand what rape was, I didn't even understand that he was actually raping me at the time. It actually took me some time to like process it. That's why I don't judge people when people be like, if that happened to you, why didn't you say something right away? Some people don't grow up like being taught about sex. They don't know. You know, granted, you know, I was molested prior to then, but even the molestations I never talked about. So, you know, but make a long story short, I'm saying make a long story short again. I'm sorry, y'all. I got some magnetic eyelashes on the lovelycollection.com. They are popping. Check them out. They're called Love and Lashes. Just look up Love and Lashes. They're under Lovely Treasures. But I didn't know, like, If I would have known trying to confront him would have did that, I would have never went nowhere near him. But make a long story short, I ended up getting pregnant. So let's rewind. So everybody walking around talking about you smooth girl. He done put it out there. I go confront him and tell him to keep my name out of my mouth. He rapes me, impregnates me. So I'm in this weird position because it's like, bro, I'm telling everybody we're not dealing with each other. But now I'm pregnant for the first time and I don't even know what to do. Because it's like, you know, it's almost like, are you lying? Like, you are lying if you, how you get pregnant by this guy? And so as soon as like, I knew I was pregnant from the moment it happened. And I was like, yo, like, this is so crazy. It's like, I could feel something different. Like, I'm just, I don't know. I think I'm kind of in touch with my body, but don't worry, it's gonna look good. I promise it's gonna look good. But like, I'm sitting here like, you know what I'm saying? Now I look like a fool because I done walked around and said, I'm not talking to this guy, and now I'm pregnant with this baby. On top of that, I just started college. I just left my mama's house. Like, it was like, it was such a really fucked up experience. Like, I'm like, yo, I haven't even been at this place for a whole week yet, and I'm already like fucking raped, pregnant, and like, it just sucked. But make a long story short, I'm just gonna say it, you know, hate me or love me, whatever. I ended up not having the baby. And I asked God for forgiveness, but I just didn't have the baby. I didn't. Like, that was my personal preference. Like, I was 18. I was a freaking kid. Like, what was I supposed to do? I know someone's like, well, have the baby. Now, every time I get pregnant, I'm going to have a kid, period. But it's like, back then, just my mom, my teenage mind just could not wrap around the situation, you know? And then the fact that this guy raped me, like, you're a freaking predator. Like, it didn't dawn on me that he's actually a predator, but like, I had to stop and be like, oh my gosh, April, like, how are you gonna, you know, have a child by this person, you know? Like, what are you gonna tell your kid? What are you gonna tell your kid? Like, are you gonna tell your kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? What are you gonna tell your kid? Like, that's the stuff I was thinking about back then, you know? What are you gonna say? Like, how are you gonna be able to, and then you're 18. Come on, girl. What are you gonna do? Like, you're 18 years old. Like, okay. So, like, I didn't have the baby. Go to your bathroom, sweetie. I didn't have the baby. Thank God. My mama said that she had a friend that ended up having an abortion, and the baby, like, the whole situation haunted her for a long time. I thank God that was not my situation. I thank God, like, I repented, I asked for forgiveness, and I moved on. But anywho, let's wrap this up and let's not talk about the abortion. Okay, so then, kind of find out, I ended up, remember, well, in the last video, I talked about how I found another place real quick, real fast, $275. So I'm staying in this place or whatever. And this happened when I first went to college, the rape, and I have the baby. And then the feds at the door, bait apartment stuff happened like a year later. I had already, plugged out, whatever. So make a long story short, like, it's almost dry. Make a long story short, I keep saying that, whatever. The girl that I'm living with, she knows the guy that raped me. Matter of fact, she calls that guy her brother. So I'm like, one day I'm at the house, she's my roommate, and he ends up going to jail for something. I don't know, I don't care. And apparently he got out, and an officer comes knocking on the door, and I'm like, yo, what's this? So I'm standing at the corner, kind of listening, and it was like, yeah, it's blah 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 here. And she was like, he stepped out for a minute, and I heard his name. I'm like, what you mean he stepped out for that? You don't live here? What's up? Somebody tell me what's going on. So he was the PO left and walked away, and then I was like, yo, you just said blah 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 name, like, why has he got a PO? Why is he coming here? Why is he asking, and then she was like, first of all, that's like my brother. And I'm like, what? And then she was like, oh yeah, that's like my brother, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, his PO officers, this is his address. I said, why is a PO coming to your address? She said, oh, because he's a sex offender. And I'm sitting there like, a sex offender. A sex offender. I'm sitting there like, a sex offender. What? Listen, I just trying to hurry up or whatever and do these eyelashes. Don't judge me. So I'm sitting here like, a sex offender. He raped a whole nother girl before. And God knows. And God knows how many other women really. How many other women? How many other women has he raped? How many? He's dead now. about 2 years ago, you know, me and my husband got married. And after our first marriage counseling session, you know, I talked to him and I was like, yo, I was raped. Like, that guy you was all pissed about, like, I tell him everything, but I just didn't tell him, like, the details, like, the trauma details, like, the stuff that would have been hard for me to say. So he thought that everything was just so consensual and whatever. He thought everything was just so consensual. And I was like, dude, like, you know what I'm saying? But I understood because I didn't know how to express what I was feeling or what I was going through. So I didn't even know what to call it. I didn't even know. But when I found out that, you know, when I found out that like he was a whole sex offender, I was like, oh wow, like I knew then that something was like really, really wrong. I knew then that something was really wrong. Okay, y'all, this is hope this story not too sad for nobody. You know, I ain't trying to make nobody sad, you know. This is Bria Dime. She is 16 inches. And I'm about to install her. I threw them eyelashes on, so please forgive me. In the future, I will take my time and put them on, but I do not talk when I put my eyelashes on. I don't know why I cannot talk whenever I put my eyelashes on, but I just can't, okay? But look at her. I haven't done anything but give her a beautiful shampoo. It's gonna be beautiful. So basically, she was like, girl, that's his P.O. I was like, for what? She was like, girl, he is a sex offender. He's a registered sex offender. And it just all dawned on me, like, I was raped by a sex offender. Like, I wonder how many other females was raped by this damn sex offender. A sex offender. Not just raped, but impregnated. And then it's so crazy because his homeboys had, you know, came up to me, and one of them was just like, hey, yo, like, you know, I just want to let you know that when you first got to school, he was like, he was going to get you pregnant. He was like, he was going to get you any means necessary. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, this is so weird. So I guess my message is like, watch out. Like, don't think you so big and you're so bad that can't nothing happen to you. And don't try to confront crazy people, because sometimes crazy people is just crazy, you know? And then let me tell you what else. So you can't find out that you're pregnant by test. Don't worry about it. It was from, oh, that's like the lace tint got on my dress. But you can't find out that you're pregnant until like 4 to 5, 6, 7 weeks on for your test to come back positive or whatever. So trust me, my eyelashes always turn out popping. It's just because I was trying to talk and rush. Anyways, So it took a while for my test, but I knew I was pregnant from that moment. And I was kind of stuck because I was like, am I going to keep the baby? Da, da, da. And I was so sick. Like, I was going back and forth to class, and I was just so sick all the time. Like, oh my gosh, I was so sick. Like, I almost passed out in the hallway, but thank God. I was in my towel coming from the shower, and I was like, and I almost passed out, and like, there was a water fountain right there, and I drank that water, and it helped me make it to my room. I was in my towel, and it helped me make it. I was in a it was a co-ed, but it was like, anywho. But yeah, like, it just was crazy. Like, just dealing with this has just, like, dealing with that was just crazy. And then my mom thought I was being promiscuous. She was like, oh, are you promiscuous? I'm thinking, like, don't nobody even know what really happened to me. Like, and I love my mom. I love my mom. Oh my gosh, I love my mom. She really meant no harm. She just thought that I was out there. She really didn't mean no harm. Like, she just thought that I was just running around out there, you know, because I'm pretty sure that's what people be thinking when stuff happen to people. But the truth is you really gotta find out what really happened. But yeah, that's how it went down. That's what happened. He's not alive no more. He's dead. And, you know, he stalked me for the longest. But that's another story for another day, I guess. I'm ready to go ahead and get this on now. Still a little white. But that's what happened. Like, that happened to me. So, y'all, if somebody, you know, say something happened to them, you know, don't come for them. You know, be nice to people. You don't know what happened to them. Be nice to people. Like, be good to people. Like, care about people, you know. Try to make people smile, you know. Love everybody. And, like, if you can't be nice, like, literally, like, I really truly believe, like, just don't say nothing at all, you know. Just really don't say nothing at all. If, like, you can't walk around and be good to people, just decide not to speak. Just decide not to speak. If you really can't, you know, say nice things and do nice things, like, just decide not to speak. Like, just don't say nothing. Anywho, I'm about to lay this down real good. I'm going to end this video, upload it, and then I'm going to do another video where it's probably going to be like styling it and stuff. Cause I got like a million story times for y'all. A million. So I love y'all, and I thank you for watching. I thank you for listening. I thank you for being nice, you know. Be nice to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Be nice to everybody. Be nice to everybody, you know. That's what I forgot to do. Shit, I forgot to tend the lace. Ain't that something? Ain't that a mug? I forgot to tend the lace. Should I do this shit over again? Fuck it. There we go. Whoop. Save myself. I'm over here talking, see, stuff like that, like little situation like that, they get your mind all messed up. Anyways, be back. I'm about to take this lace and then I'm gonna flip it on. Love you. Bye.